And the mounted police are going in again.
From teacher strikes to the poll tax riots, what the 80s did to me to never want to be quiet. We used to hang around on the street, in the park after dark. Hassel Gluey's playing Stanger, Space Kangaroo Court. Boredom strikes, stolen goods bought, bartering, arguing about who started it. I didn't smoke then, they tried and failed. I took a semi-toke once, but I wouldn't inhale. You must be mad, mate. Old school's not 88, and I remember when we stopped fighting, started to break. Battling all summer water fights, up rocking quarter pipes. BMX in 85 with chrome alleys on my bike. These were the days of our lives, but wish I'd known it then. Now time passes, every Christmas there's a missing friend. We stopped hanging around together cause of bigger things, bigger drugs. Edgy vibes, Fridays outside the pub. The late 80s plus my early 80s fear of a nuclear war got me tense this year. Ronald Reagan's out the Senate, but that bitch was still here. 89 greed permeates the atmosphere. 1980, what that bitch Thatcher made me. Why the misser in the Brighton thing? It's too bad, sanction breakers. B-movie joke, how they run it with a B-movie actor sitting in the gun turret.
You know, we've got a big gun in some of those innocent.
Rick, Oxford beer bottles were fired at the police in clashes which broke out at several points in the township.
Picket line footage on the news, family on the sofa like the Simpsons, dad quoting politicians, see the press peddle prejudice. He told me not to read the shit, patriotic claptrap, the cash is king rhetoric. It's 81, we're watching people rioting for civil rights. Summer night, petrol bombing pigs set the town alight. The war's on and Argentina's gonna boost the vote, and Cold War spreading fear throughout the globe. Now as a kid, I'm only here trying to live and play footy till it's dark and my eyesight gives. We need a shelter if the bomb drops, streams of Armageddon in bed, Walkman house brick feeding my head. Those were dark, dark days when the West took a grip, injecting us America through TV drips. The new ruthless style is CIA politics. Army bases under siege, now they're closing the pits. London had it so good and so the North got shit, cause we're angry and we don't vote conservative. Catching up with old friends at the back of the top of the bus, smoking and spitting lies. Nobody's toppling us. Hard-headed on the way into town, but no money runs here cause it's all run down. Like the land time forgot for a decade and a half, but the days of our lives still make me laugh. The late 80s plus my early 80s fear of a nuclear war got me tense this year. Ronald Reagan's out in the Senate, but that bitch was still here. 89 greed permeates the atmosphere. 1980, what that bitch Thatcher made me. Why the misser in the Brighton thing? It's too bad, sanction breakers. B-movie joke, how they run it with a B-movie actor sitting in the gun turret.
You've got a choice to make. You can either stay there on your knees and you can allow them to cause fits and get rid of jobs, or you can alternatively stand on your feet and fight.
The horses and the police officers are being stoned.
Horrific. They were terrible. The worst scenes I've ever seen on picket line. There wasn't any trouble at all until the police stepped in charge. All swinging battens. I mean the battens, a yard long.
The charge has been made that the United States has shipped weapons to Iran as ransom payment for the release of American hostages in Lebanon. Those charges are utterly false.
I don't know how I've been feeling. I guess I've been feeling all right lately, but I don't know what kind of face I have on. I've had total strangers walk up to me out of the blue lately and go, "What's wrong?" Nothing. Well, it takes more energy to frown than it does to smile. You know, it takes more energy to point that out than it does to leave me alone.